But bro, this is peak, like, you know what I mean? Like, today we are going to look at a video about boom, Michael Jackson impersonator thinks he's the real MJ. So let's check this out. Favors by Maury. Let's go.
Instantly regrets hiring Michael Jackson to the party.
Uh, what? What the hell? What? I'm scared, bro. What? What did I just see? No. There's no way.
Yo, I'm not gonna lie, bro. This is actually kind of scary and funny at the same time. Like, what is that?
That's what I'm saying. What?
Like, do you see how close this man's face was to the camera after sliding all the way from halfway across the room to herself? Like, honestly, these Michael Jackson impersonators are getting a little bit creepy now. And here's the other angle right here. You could actually see who was recording. I mean, she looked terrified. I'm not gonna lie. She actually looked like she was not prepared for this at all. And ladies and gentlemen, I'm only talking about this today because there seems to be some drama in the Michael Jackson impersonator community. Yes, there's a whole
about this on TikTok,
being
not
Michael
too much,
Jackson, literal grown men pretending to be Michael Jackson.
Dead
Specifically, today's story is about this Michael Jackson impersonator by the name of Fabio Jackson, who apparently is the most famous Michael Jackson impersonator worldwide. As far as I can see, he has over 600,000 on Instagram and over 12.4 million followers on TikTok. So he's a pretty big deal. But lately, the drama surrounding this guy, as far as I know, is surrounding a reaction that he did to the recently dropped Michael Jackson biopic by the name of Michael. And in that trailer, he was basically, you know, sitting in his chair with a hoodie on, just reacting to the whole thing. And his facial expressions, and I suppose his body language, gave off a little bit of salt and maybe disapproval. I'm gonna play a little bit of that reaction for you guys right here.
Honor your past and embrace the future.
Okay.
That's what people want.
Is he even moving? Oh, okay, he moved just now. Okay, I was just gonna say, what? What's happening? This was a cool trailer, though.
Can you lower the lights from you?
And then it is cool that this is his actual nephew. That's actually cool. And then it goes through like the black like version of Michael Jackson. Because one thing I really don't see with the impersonators is that they never use like the black Michael Jackson. They always use this like color, like Fabio Jackson. It's always his color. It's never like the darker one. It's crazy. I mean, I understand why. Most people, you know, I mean, he was more famous when he was the whiter version, but still.
Please.
Okay, but remember, in here, keep those feet still, my man.
And it was at that part that a lot of people, based off of his reaction, they thought that he was a little bit salty. You can see, if you're watching right now, his reaction with his hand over his mouth.
Why would he even care,
over his mouth. He looks over to the camera. Bro actually looks salty. I'm not gonna lie. He looks disappointed. I'm just looking at scripts. I do everything in real time. The comments though are saying, I'm sorry, but you're starting to remind me of Paige Nyman, right? The girl who tried to copy Ariana Grande. I made a video about her years ago. They go on to say though, it's not about you. Enjoy the damn movie, man. And it's just funny. Like, I just don't get these impersonators, how they get so deep into the identities of other individuals. Like, I saw this video of the same exact guy, Fabio, years ago, where he was walking with his girlfriend, right? And he saw another Michael Jackson impersonator. I don't know if this was in Las Vegas or not, but he walked up to this man dancing on the street or whatever, right? Doing his job. And he walked up as if he was Michael Jackson himself, like rating or gauging or judging whether or not this was a good performance or not. Let me play the clip.
Hell, like, why does he even care? Okay. He hidden that shit though, not gonna lie. He really is hidden that shit. I don't even think Michael was that tall, right? So technically you're inaccurate anyway. Like, what the fuck? Okay. Why are you judging? You're not Michael Jackson. What the hell?
Like, do you see the way this man is standing right
Exactly.
here? Like, why is he
I said
over
the
here
same thing.
standing as if he's the real Michael Jackson, judging another Michael Jackson impersonator, bro?
Exactly,
like,
bro.
genuinely speaking,
Why
bro,
do
you're
you
not
care,
him.
bro?
You're not
You're not
Michael,
even
bro.
him.
Like, this is levels of delusion and
Glazed,
mental
bro.
illness that I've
This
not
is
seen
like-
yet before. Yeah,
bro.
you see this guy right here?
The guy in the back. But bro, this is peak. Like, you know what I mean? Like, nigga, they're like, yes, yes, okay, hit that move, okay. Like, bro, who are you? Gang, you're not even that important, bro. If you wouldn't chillax, I hate niggas say that. His face, though, like, his face, bro. Bro, you can look in his eyes, right? You can genuinely tell that he actually, like, feels as if he's Michael Jackson, bro. Look at his confidence, bro. And this dude is like, wait, what the fuck? Is it Michael dead?
Look at, oh my god, bro! I swear to God, this is actually hilarious to me. I don't know if I should go down the rabbit hole of Michael Jackson impersonators. I'm trying to keep my composure. All right, let me call.
Webcam again. God damn, it's gonna be a long recording. Fuck. Okay, I think we're a little bit halfway through the video. There we go. Boom.
No, but do you see this other man right here looking at Fabio as if he's out of his goddamn mind, bro? He looks, bro, he looks like he's in the Twilight Zone. He looks like he doesn't know what the hell is going on here, and his wife is just drinking water as if this is all normal, bro. Like, genuinely speaking, man, I gotta say, bro, we live in very strange times, very funny times indeed.
Honestly,
by the way,
bro.
ladies and gentlemen, I am running a $100 giveaway to 3 different people, of course. Before the 2 winners will be me and DMers. I will basically any different topics for the video. I just gotta say, sorry for losing my composure. It's just sometimes certain topics, it really gets me. Like, I can't believe certain things that I talk about genuinely being in the news cycle and making headlines, and people like taking this shit seriously. This guy, I'm not gonna lie, he's off his rockers. Somebody said in the comment section, though, at least you were in Scary Movie 4, brother in Christ. I'm not gonna lie, that Michael Jackson as a kid scared the hell out of me. And for those of you who don't know, Scary Movie 4, or the Scary Movie franchise, is a parody on horror movies, essentially. I believe they started out with Scream, and then like The Ring, and then other like popular scary movies back in the early 2000s. But anyway, another comment said, you can do a Sandra Bullock documentary. And on Twitter, and you know Twitter's a wild place, follow me on there. People started roasting him, saying, girl, I don't give an F what a Michael Jackson impersonator that can't sing or dance and looks like Sandra Bullock, or however you say your last name, gotta say. And then people in the comments started comparing him to the actor Sandra Bullock, or Bullock.
Hold on, they kind of, hold on, wait.
And then people in the comments started,
low key, I can see it, bro. He just needs to, like, more hair. If, like, his hair come out, but, like, right here and here, perfect, bro. 1 to 1, 1 to 1, bro. That's actually crazy, though. Not gonna hold you. That's actually crazy.
Started comparing him to the actor Sandra Bullock, or Bullock. I don't know how you say her last name. Goddamn, but you get the point.
Bullock
like,
is crazy.
People are like, Sandra Bullock reading this.
The computer say, Floyd said, fuck T.I., fuck Nelly, fuck 50. I'm like, what did he say? Fuck
Bruh, Sandra catching an unnecessary straight, like, Sandra, after you compared her to that thing. Now I can't unsee it. Back on TikTok, someone said Michael Jackson, by the way, and showing an image of him when he was younger, you know, before a lot of the surgeries and whatnot. You know, it seems as though that a lot of people don't know what Michael Jackson looked like before, you know, the
There's so much pictures and videos, bro. How could you not?
I think he was like in his early 20s, or he was a teenager here at the very least. And maybe at this point in his reaction, when Fabio saw, you know, Michael Jackson's nephew playing him, you know, with the prosthetic on his nose, you know, to make him look like, more Michael Jackson-esque before the surgeries, people are now thinking that Fabio didn't like seeing not only Michael Jackson's nephew playing Michael in this role, but also he didn't like the way that Michael was portrayed during this scene. Because look at Fabio, he dedicated his life to looking like Michael, and look how they portrayed Michael in that very scene. You know, so a lot of people are assuming that he's disappointed that Michael looks like that, if that makes any type of sense. Somebody said the concept of a Michael impersonator reacting to a movie about Michael Jackson as if he's the real one.
Bro, it's not even that. It's the fact that, like, his nephew, right? His actual nephew, who looks more like literally what Michael Jackson was like when he was actually like before the surgeries, before this, before that. What he literally looked like naturally is what his nephew actually looks like. Why do you even care, bro? This Michael Jackson impersonating the guy is weird, bro. Like, I don't mind people impersonating other people. I still think it's kind of weird, a little bit, because it's like grown adult, bro, impersonating another grown man, bro. That's crazy, bro. Absolutely wild work, but hey, it is what it is. Hey, you gotta pay bills, am I right?
Hilarious. And apparently the lore on this guy goes even deeper.
real?
Somebody said in a
Hold on, let me read this. What's even creepier is that he changed his last. I knew it. You know what's crazy? You know what's crazy? I should have said it in the beginning of the video. I was thinking that too. I was like, there is no way his last name is Jackson, right? There was no way his last name is Jackson. And I was right. I clicked it around the head. I should have said it early in the video. Now everybody's gonna think I pre-watched. I did not. I think it was cool on YouTube. I was like, okay, boom. I'm gonna just like do this video. That's really what it was. But that's crazy. I knew it. Something was fishy, bro.
comment. They said what's even creepier is that he changed his last name to Jackson. His last name was originally Fernandez, and he's given his baby the last name Jackson as well. That's messing with the baby's identity.
Not gonna lie, right? Bro, to any guy out there who thinks that he can pull, thinks that he'll die alone, gang, there's niggas dressing up as Michael Jackson, cracking shorties and having families, bro. I want you to really understand that, twin. I want you to really understand that. Like, bro, just be a good, decent guy and you're good, bro. Trust. Granted, it might take you a minute because, you know, man, good, decent guys, because you're a good person, it's going to take a minute for you to find a good woman. But, hey, lock in, twin. Good, twin. But, bro, this nigga has a fucking child, bro. Like, I feel as if CPS should be called just because of that, bro. Like, literally, just because I heard that, I feel as if CPS should be called just because of that. Honestly. Personally, though. That's me.
He was always a strange kid when we were at school together, but I never imagined he would turn out like this.
Damn,
Whoa.
that's
So this
crazy.
is someone, Sophie, on TikTok, I
Okay.
think, that he went to school with. And she's claiming that he is now given his new child, his baby with his wife, the last name Jackson.
Damn,
He changed his last name to
that's
Jackson and gave his
weird,
child
though.
Jackson the last name as well. As you can see on his TikTok page, he did show off his son to the
Insane
world. You can see his
great.
wife in the back and whatnot. And I just gotta say, is he really at home, like dressed as like? Did he really just get surgery to
is.
look like Michael Jackson? Like,
Yes.
is that like a makeup or a prosthetic,
No.
or does he actually looks like
I believe
that
he got surgery.
24/7?
I'm not
Is this
gonna lie.
actually real, man? Because if so, that's creepy as hell.
Baby
Not
finna
gonna
be
lie.
confused as hell
Somebody
when he
said
go-
in the
when he gets
comments,
older.
you remind me of Sandra Bullock, man. That's crazy, bro. Poor Sandra. I'm not gonna lie. Like, why is she catching strays? Like, genuinely
They-
speaking,
they
this
look
is
the
crazy.
same,
And poor
though.
kid too. Like, this is having a dad
Honestly.
like this is gonna be weird.
gonna be
growing
rough,
up
bro.
in the spotlight like this.
Bro,
And
it's
apparently the
cooks,
lore
bro.
goes even deeper. This Twitter user said, read this and you will know the reason. Some people pretend to be an MJ fan. And in these
that's
screenshots,
true.
I suppose there's a thread
on.
exposing different comments made by Fabio.
Hold on. On the left, it says... Hold on, let me see if I can zoom in real quick. On the left, it says, and you not even black. Cultural appropriation. Why hair is hair? Why? Hair is hair. This is Fabio. Fabio says, why? Hair is hair. Are you going to tell me that people wear wigs? Be quiet. Kiona said, I'll be quiet when she saw cosplaying a black man. Then Fabio said, that black man, since you want to be disrespectful, made his looks like mine. I'm cosplaying my... Oh my god. Is he... Oh my god. And then this is a DM. So that was a comment section on TikTok. This is a DM, right? I appreciate. I ain't crazy fan. And that's why your entire account about looking like someone else. Oh my god. Michael looks like me. He was a black kid. He changed his appearance because of his health and insecurity issues. I was just fortunate enough to have a look that he wanted to achieve. I think my brain was tired reading this. Probably did. You're one of the most sharp people I've seen. Dang. Nah, that's crazy, bro. Wait, but then the thing is, right? What makes it so weird is the fact that, like, that's a dumb argument. because you didn't look that way. You got plastic surgery, and you can look at his dad, his granddad. You can look at just all the fathers that came like up until him or whatever, right? Look at them. If they don't look like Michael Jackson, he's like, this Fabio guy is a weird guy, bro. Like, it's a weird argument because it's like, yeah, if you trace his lineage and you don't see anybody that looks like Michael Jackson, he's a dumbass. Not only that, it's like you're saying that and you're saying, oh, he wants to look like me. You're still capitalizing on how he looks because you look like him. He came before you. You look literally almost exactly like him. What are you talking about? This guy's an idiot, bro. I said, this is a drooler, bro. That's all I gotta say.
In the comment section on TikTok, someone said, "And you not even black, ... cultural appropriation." Fabio then responded back by saying,
Okay, we skip it a little bit because very relevant.
"A priest he found black is fortunate enough way to get surgery to look like Michael himself."
Exactly.
But anyway, the person who was
said the same
messaging then said, "I think my brain cells died reading this." Fabio then said, "Probably did." They then said, "You are one of the most shallow people I've seen." And then
Literally,
OP,
bro.
the original person who tweeted those images, said, and I quote,
Oh, you see it? We see it, right? We see it? Nah. And he talking about, oh, Michael want to look like me? Bro, you're not even white. Like, bro, what? I was just fortunate enough to have a look that he wanted to achieve. Exactly. This guy had several surgeries to look like Michael. But of course he meant that he was lucky to be born white. That Michael, he tried to achieve that. That's so racist. Exactly.
quote, parroting what he said in those DMs.
Bitch ass nigga
I
here,
was
bro.
just fortunate enough to have a
Not
look
the
that he wanted
Twitter
to achieve.
person,
End
but
quote.
the
This guy
Fabio
had
Jackson
several
nigga.
surgeries to look like
Weird as hell.
Michael. I didn't
I
know
feel
that, by
sorry
the way,
for the
guys.
baby,
I'm reading
bro.
this in
I'm
real
going
time.
to-
But of course, he meant
Dead
that
ass.
he was lucky to be born white, and that Michael,
Literally.
he tried to
That's
achieve
exactly
that.
what he
That's so
means.
racist.
That's
Again,
exactly
guys,
what he
I'm
meant.
just reading it word
Racist
for word.
dude,
The
bro.
grammar is horrendous
But
in
see,
a
the
lot of
thing
these
is, right?
posts. But it seems
You know what's crazy about people like him? He's saying that, right? Oh, Michael wants to look like me. Your whole career is based off of looking like Michael Jackson, who is a black man, phenotypically. Genotypically. His genes are black genes. What are you talking about? Have you not seen his brothers, bro? If Michael had children with a black woman, right? Then that means that his children would have been 100% black. I think he had children with a white woman or somebody who was mixed or something like that, right? I can't remember. I could be wrong, but I know they weren't like dark skin like how he was, and for sure not dark skin like me. I think I remember that properly. But it's like you're saying that, but your whole career is built off of looking like a black man. And then race people, bro. You know what's crazy about racist people, bro? It's all jealousy. It's all jealousy and envy because they have something, because the race that they hate has something that they don't have. That's always where it comes from, bro. Hey, you guys gotta remember, hate never comes from above. It always comes from below.
Seems like this guy maybe
Weird
is
dude,
a little racially disrespectful to
A
Michael,
little.
given the screenshots that I'm saying. Like, he's a fan of a black artist, yet is somehow
Really?
disrespecting him through these comments, saying that Michael wanted to look like him. Meanwhile, he literally apparently got 7 surgeries to look like Mike. It's crazy
Exactly.
the levels of
It's crazy,
delusion
bro.
and cognitive dissonance a lot of these people can have, to the point to where they're literally being disrespectful to the person that they're cosplaying as. And now in some creepy ass dystopian Black Mirror identity crisis, this man has now apparently stolen Michael Jackson's identity. That is what I probably might title the video. This man stole Michael Jackson's identity, because this is
That's
some
literally what
real
it is,
shadow
bro.
organization.
That's quite literally what it
clone
is. It's
MK
crazy.
Ultra. They cloned Michael type shit. Like, I don't know. I think I'm gonna end the video here, guys. What are your thoughts and opinions down below about this? Honestly, this is just weird. And this guy can't even sing. He can't dance.
Acknowledge my smile
Ew.
when I'm
What the
trying to
fuck?
say hello.
Ew.
Yeah, and all you got.
And see, the thing is, right? Yeah, I want to look like Michael. I want to be Michael. But yeah, you're singing exactly how Michael sings. See him ad lib, see him mannerisms, all that. Weird ass dude, bro.
What to do is not answer my call when I'm trying to get through.
Ew.
Keep me.
I'm in the video right now. What the fuck, bro? Anyway, what the fuck? Anyway, shout out to Maury for the video. Follow me on Twitch at TheBuffShaman. Follow me on this YouTube channel here. And follow me on TikTok. I need to bleach my eyes. Anyway, I'm gonna catch y'all later. Peace.